Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to my supervisory management channel. Today I would like to talk about OSHA, NIOSH, safety hazard, and health hazard. First topic we will talk about is OSHA. OSHA stands for the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, an agency of the U.S. Department of Labor. OSHA's responsibility is provide the legislative framework to secure the safety and health and welfare among all Malaysian workforce. It's to protect others against the risks to safety or health in connection with the activities of persons at work. Employers and workers in many fields, including but not limited to covered by OSHA, is manufacturing, construction, longshoring, agriculture, law, medicine, charity, disaster relief. Religious groups are covered if they employ workers for secular purposes such as maintenance or gardening. There is a group that not come under OSHA's coverage, such as the self-employed, immediate members of farming families not employing outside workers, mine workers, certain truckers and transportation workers, and atomic energy workers, who are covered by the other federal agency. And last but not least, public employee. The OSHA mission is to save life, prevent injury, and protect the health of workers. To achieve this, federal and state governments work together with more than 100 million working men and women and 8 million employers. Some of the things OSHA does to carry out its mission are developing job safety and health standards, enforcing them through the worksite inspections, maintaining, reporting and record-keeping system to keep track of job-related injuries and illness, providing training programs to increase knowledge about occupational safety and health. The topic we will talk about is NIOSH. NIOSH stands for National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. NIOSH is a company limited by guarantee owned by the Government of Malaysia. NIOSH will be critical catalyst in the promotion of occupational safety and health that will also serve as the backbone to create self-regulating occupational safety and health. Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970 established NIOSH as a research agency focused on the study worker safety and health workplace. It has the mandate to ensure every man and woman in the nation safe and healthful working conditions and to preserve our human resources. NIOSH conduct regular occupational safety and health related trainings around the country. Policy, Safety and Health for NIOSH. NIOSH committed to ensuring a safe and healthy work environment for all employees and others involved or affected by its operation, taking into account statutory requirements as well as national and international standards and related practice. The implementations and effectiveness of this policy is the responsibility of line engagement as well as the participation and involvement of all employees, and NIOSH will ensure that adequate resources, training, and time are also allocated. Occupational safety and health aspect will be given the same priority as other key objectives. Safety and health management system and programs will be constantly reviewed to ensure continuous improvement. Humanistic approach will be adapted by NIOSH to promote a safe and healthy work culture where employer and employees share the common responsibility of creating a better work environment for all. Vision and mission NIOSH. vision to be leading a center of excellence in occupational safety and health in Malaysia, and missions to provide practical solutions in the field of occupational safety and health. Health hazard. Health hazards are chemical, physical, or biological factors in our environment that can have negative impact on our short-term or long-term health. Exposure can occur through touch, inhalations, and injections. Understanding the risk of this hazard can help us to take action to avoid mitigated risks. Biological hazard. Biological hazard include bacteria, virus, parasites, and mold or fungi. They can pose a threat to human health when they are inhaled, eaten, or come in contact with skins. They can cause illness such as food poisoning, tetanus, respiratory infections, or parasite infection. NIOSH provides expertise and resources on monitoring and controlling biological hazards that are transmitted through food, air, or water. Some of biological hazard control and prevention strategies. Firstly, where reasonably and practicable, employer must be used engineering controls such as ventilation systems and seals to create negative pressure room. Biosafety hoods, disposal container. Second, employer must use administrative controls that control exposure to the hazard to a level as low as reasonably achievable, such as worker trainings, policies, regular immersion, and specific work schedule to limit the time's exposure. Lastly, employer must ensure that appropriate personal protective equipment is used, mask garment, PPE. Chemical health hazard. Chemical health hazard can cause an acute or chronic negative health effects from short-term or long-term exposure. These chemicals are found in outdoor environments, including homes, workplace, and school. Health effects can range skin and eye irritations to cancer and chronic diseases affecting the heart, lung, brain, and other organs. There are types of chemical hazards such as liquid, such as acids, solvent, especially if they do not have a label, vapors and fumes, and flammable materials. There is a type for route to exposure, inhalations, absorption through skin or eye, injections or injection. Two-type time frame the exposure occur, acute exposure, and acute exposure to substance over a brief period of time, usually 24 hours, that has an immediate or delayed impact on the exposed persons. The second one, chronic exposure, and exposure to a substance that occur over a long period of time, which allow to accumulate and cause toxic effect. There are some chemical safety and handling procedures, such as report of spills, accidents, and ill effects. Ensure spill kits are available. First aid kit. First aid kit should be easily accessible. Never stack chemicals more than 2 times high. Observe safe operation of dispensing equipment. Ensure all staff know how to operate chemical dispensing system safely. Hygiene. Always wash your hands after using chemicals. Ventilations. Ensure there is adequate ventilation in the storeroom and when using the chemical. Smoking. Do not smoke anywhere near the chemicals or when using the chemical. And food safety. Do not use any chemicals near the foods. Physical health hazard. Physical hazard include noise, temperature, vibration, and radiations. Exposure to this hazard can be short-term or long-term and can occur at home, school, work, and in the community. It can be classified as type of occupational hazards. Environmental hazards. Engineering controls are often used to mitigate safety. Physical hazards are a common source of injuries in the mining industry. There are some of type of physical hazard, such as fall, machines, noise, confined spaces, temperature, electricity, sunlight, and vibrations. Define the safety hazard. Safety hazard covers in these sections include tools, machinery, materials, handling, tractor or wielding or etc. Also cover are preventions of slips, trips and fall, as well as driving tips and working safely with compressed air. Safe handling and use of chemical is covered in the prevention and control of accidents. It includes unsafe conditions that can cause injury, illness, and death. Safety hazards include slips, trips, fall, while electrical wire along the floor pose a tripping hazard. Machinery can cause injury in different ways. Can be struck by flying object from machine without protective guard, fire and explosions. But no list violence. Violence means homicides are the second leading cause of workplace fatality. Workplace violence includes all physical assault, as well as near misses, verbal abuse, and sexual harassment.